What's up, babes? I'm starting off with priming my face. I'm going in with the Aquaphor, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost gel, and I'm going to go rub that in my skin first, and then I'm also going to take the Angel Veil primer and prime my face with that. So I added this Aquaphor into my skin prep routine because my friend Ken, he wears makeup and he told me that he used that as a base before he puts on his makeup. And I was just like, you use that? I never thought to use Aquaphor. First of all, I hate Aquaphor. I think it's so greasy, but I think I put too much. And he told me, you put too much. So I tried it. I literally used like a pinch, like a dab of it. And yeah, my makeup turned out really great. So that's going to be an addition to my skin routine now before I do makeup. So I just put some Blistex on my lips. It's a medicated lip balm. And then I'm just taking the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Loose Powder Foundation to set my face. And I'm taking the Morphe Brow Cream to fill in my brows.
Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Wildin' on my haters. In my 23s, having a Jordan moment. Wildin' with the paper. Ice all on my chain. I just popped 2 up, you staying up. Hanging with the gang, that shit dangerous. I can fuck you with my chains, them should take a look. Yeah. Come and catch your way, take one out my cup.
Now I'll be taking my L.A Girl Pro concealers in the shade Toffe and Chestnut. I know it says espresso, but I've been using Chestnut lately. I thought I edited that. I guess not. But I'll be using Toffe underneath my brows and using Chestnut on the top of my brows. I no longer go in with both on the top and the bottom. Because one day I was just like, that's kind of excessive. It's not really necessary. And I used to do it because I didn't like just putting the concealer closer to my shade on the top because it didn't give me a defined brow. But I just recently tried it again and I was like, well, it still does give me a defined brow. So I just use Chestnut on the top and Toffe on the bottom. Now I'm going to be taking my Kiss Super Stronghold Lash Glue to set my eyebrows.
Celebrate every day like a birthday. Come to those that wait up. Don't wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up.
To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 320 Porcelain.
Got the babes looking at me like it's dinner time. I know she vegan, but she want the steak tonight.
To set my base, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. The only thing I don't like about it is that this powder is very messy. For today's look, I'll be using the Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. You know, this is a oldie but a goodie. If you're a true makeup girl, you already know. And I'm going to be taking those 3 shades that has the red X on it. Y'all, I was really shocked at how pigmented this palette is. I mean, for $45, it should be pigmented, but I've gotten a high-end makeup palette, the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker palette, and I was really disappointed because it wasn't as sharp. But my boyfriend got me this for Valentine's Day, so thank you, babe. But the shade that I'm taking in the crease was Cypress Umber. That was that darker shade that I took in the crease. And then I'm taking Red Orchid a little bit above my crease just to blend those two together. And we're just going for a cut crease, y'all. So I don't ever use a lot of colors when I'm doing a cut crease. And then I took the orange shade, Real Gar. I guess that's how you say it. Real Gar is the shade that I took, and I just put that a little bit above that Red Orchid just to blend everything out. And right here, I'm just making sure everything is blended and nice and well before I get ready to cut the crease. So I'm going to be using that L'Oreal concealer again to cut my crease, and I'm just starting off like a little bit above my crease to carve out my actual crease. Like I said, when you do a cut crease, the point of a cut crease is when you close your eyes. Well, not close your eyes. When you open your eyes, I should still be able to see your cut crease. So I always go a little bit above my actual crease of my eye just to make sure that the cut crease is still visible. And I'm just tapping that excess concealer off of my eyelid just for it to go ahead and dry down easily. And I'm going back in with that airspun powder just to set that eyelid. So yeah, I went in with the shade Buono Fresco. But then when I was putting that shade on my eyelid, I was like, this is purple. I was not going for a purple. I was trying to go for like a warm nude, like a light nude shade. I guess I didn't see it, but now that I'm looking at the palette, I'm like, girl, that is clearly like a lavender light purple. But I didn't even realize that. So then I went back over it with Tempera, which is the light nude shade that I wanted. And so I'm just trying to go over that Tempera shade with the Buono Fresco just to make it the color that I want. And I switched brushes back to my packer brush because y'all, it's just something about the packer brush that works better for me when I'm packing on eyeshadows. Like the fluffy brush doesn't do it for me, so that's why I'm taking that just to make sure all that shadow really gets on there. Then I'm going back in with Cypress Ombre just to blend out the outer corners of my cut crease. So I'll be taking the Kiss lash glue to use to hold the glitter. I didn't include the glitter because it was discontinued. This is the NYX metallic glitter, but the shade that I got, they no longer sell it. So I'm gonna order some more glitters from Amazon because I need glitters anyway to do different varieties of makeup looks. So the next video that I do that I use glitters, they're going to be from Amazon. And now I'm taking the Essence eyeliner and just lining my eye. I'm not doing a wing, just lining my eye. I'm just taking a black shade from another palette and setting that eyeliner just to make sure it is super matte black. You can do that with any black shade. So I'm using a different foundation today. I'm going to be using this Chanel, I don't know all that, but it's a Chanel foundation, and I use the Morphe setting spray to spray my face before I put on the foundation. Now I know y'all seen that price, $65, and yes, that's a little bit on the higher end side, but y'all see how good that shade is matching my skin. Like, it's literally my skin color in a bottle. So when I went into Ulta, I was actually planning on getting the NARS foundation in a tall slender bottle. I think it's like the NARS Longwear Radiant Foundation. I think that's the name of it. Anywho, so I was already prepared to spend a little bit of money because that foundation runs for like $40 to $50. But the sales representative was like, oh, if you like that, you need to get this Chanel foundation. And he didn't tell me the price. He just tried it on, and once I saw that it matched my skin flawlessly, I was sold. Till I got to the register and she was like $65 and some change, and I was like, oh my gosh. Only $10 more than what I planned to spend, but I went ahead and got it because look at the coverage, Look how seamlessly it is blending in, like, y'all. So now I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to be using the shade Deep in Medium Tan Sand. But it was worth the investment, so I would recommend y'all go try that Chanel foundation. And the point of this video, which I haven't even talked about yet, is I challenged myself to do my face only with brushes. The only time I used a beauty sponge was when I was cutting my contour, I guess that's what they say, or cleaning up my contour. That's the only time I use a beauty blender, excuse me. But and then I'm also taking this Juvia's Place foundation in a shade 4 for contour. But I use only brushes, and what I found, guys, number one, anytime you do your makeup, your brushes and beauty blenders need to be clean. That's how you get a flawless base, okay? Skin prep plays a part in it too, but your brushes there, and I can tell the difference because there has been times where I've used my brushes probably like 5 times, and on the fifth time that I'm doing my makeup with them dirty brushes, my makeup do not come out good, and I'm like, I'm doing the same technique. My skin prep hasn't changed. Why does my makeup look trash, all cakey and bumpy? It's because your brushes aren't clean, babes. So clean your brushes, clean your beauty blenders. I'm bad at it. Sometimes I only clean my brushes twice a month, but I'm trying to get better and clean them like after every use, or at least every 2 uses. But my skin and my makeup came out very buttery after I did them all with clean brushes. Clean brushes, like the application was smoothed, and I did this whole face with brushes. So that's a way to get your base to be flawless and blended out. Using a brush to apply it and blend it out, and making sure that they are clean.
All white, right? Couldn't hit it if niggas had iron. Lanes can't call and you lying. You had it and you lost all the time. I can buy a Billy, don't.
Now I'll be taking the Dermablend loose setting powder in the shade Warm Chiffon, and y'all, I made this face because I didn't record me setting my face. And I was like, wow, and I didn't realize it till I was about to stop recording and record the next clip. But I just set my face and cleaned up my contour with that, and then I'm taking the L.A. Girl liner to line my eyelids, and then I'm taking that same black shade just to set that liner. And now I'm taking the Fit Me matte press powders to set my face. So I use this same brush because, like I said, we using all brushes. I use that same brush to set my under eye with that Dermablend powder, and I basically use the same motions, except not the swiping motions because I'm just trying to wipe away that extra dust. But what I did was I pressed it in with the brush. That's all I did to set my face. And then now I'm taking the Mocha one to set underneath my contour and all the other areas that were not set. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it, what I did with the brushes. I really like the brush application, like using all brushes. I think it makes my makeup came out really much better. And I'm just taking that Cypress Umber underneath my eye just to like smoke out my lash line. And then I'll be going back in with Red Orchard underneath that as well.
Meet me at the roulette vibe, and if I ain't did it yet, I'll try. Big bang, tight, low, bye, bye. Big bang, tight, low, bye, bye. Type of money you gon' need sight. Type of money you gon' need buy. From the hoes, type of money make you stay away. Type of money she gon' let you put it in the fire. Big bang, tight, low, bang, bye. Big bang, tight, low, bye.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big bag on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse in my family not having it. I'm passionate like girls that's after more than just cash and dick. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the package. You boys all cap, I'm more college cap, but Nick, I'm rare as affordable healthcare. I'm growing the wealth from welfare. I turn my W's W's to M's, yeah, I flip those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 points, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta ride it better than a Tesla.
Big bag, tight, low buy. Big bag, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' use, like. Type of money you gon' use, buy. From the hoes, type of money make it stale, buy. Type of money she gon' let you put it in the fight. Big bag, tight, low buy. Big bag, tight, low buy.
Back again, back to back, made back, stack the M's.
And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on social media on Instagram, TikTok at Iriel. That is my name, Iriel. Just to keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube, I do post short reels and TikToks on there. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.